All right, Saturday evening, day one of the new week. Um, Breakfast was coffee and toast. Um, Lunch was bologna sandwich. So that together, maybe 600, let's just say 700, just to be reasonable. Bread's not too bad compared to some other breads, but it's still enough. So 250, that's 700. Plus, yeah, 700 calories probably easily. Dinner was roast chicken, which we have lots of leftovers. We'll do something with that. And some vegetables, actually some broccoli. So not too bad. Let's again be kind of generous, call it 300. So like 1,000 calories. Drinking was just coffee and the Crystal Light, which is, like I said, 10 calories for a big 500 ml, 16 ounce cup. So we're doing okay today. Kind of a normal day, not a punish myself day, but let's just try to get onto just a normal, sustainable, low calorie level and keep it up for a whole week, day by day, week by week, see how it goes. Sunday morning, not a confession, but a correction. I clearly got the calories wrong yesterday. It was probably closer to 1,500, not 1,000, because the bread just added more than I really was pretending it did. I am shirtless. I've been shirtless all day because I've been staying at home. There's my new hair, taking a little while to get used to it. Maybe a little too short, whatever. Today, coffee and toast. Had a toasted tomato sandwich. We had chicken burritos, homemade chicken burritos. And then I had some more toast as an evening snack. So, adding that all up in my head, give me a minute. Ooh, 17, 18. Ouch, not that good. But much better than it has been. Let's keep getting it down. And it's Sunday. It's the beginning of the week. We've got lots of time. Let's get it down. Thank you. I'm full. And what have we learned, boys and girls, about being full? It's not a good thing to do. So, coffee. No, actually, I didn't have coffee, did I? No, I didn't. Toast, and then toast. So toast for breakfast, toast for lunch. Hamburgers for dinner. So a lot of bread. So that's like blah, 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 blah. Probably easily 1,300, 1,400 calories in bread. And then maybe 400 calories in meat. And maybe 100 for miscellaneous. So what are we at? We're at like 1,900. Not good. But tomorrow, my daughter goes off to school. I have all day home alone. I should just have probably just coffee before I take her to school. Probably nothing until she gets home. So, probably. We'll see. Definitely did better today. Coffee, and then later on I had a protein drink. So that's, I mean, even combining the two, it's probably just a little bit over 200, maybe 250 calories. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. Had sausages, onions, and peppers, and tomatoes, sort of as a stir fry almost. I mean, it actually would have been pretty good as a sort of chunky sauce for pasta, but we didn't do it with pasta. And then a nice salad, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, peppers. I did put a fairly calorie intensive dressing on it. So let's say dinner was 800. Let's even make it 900. So that's like 1150. That's 1200. So 1300 for the day, pretty good, and filling. I mean, the lettuce salad was pretty good, nice and filling, with some fiber, and then of course we had the onions and peppers, and mixed in with the tomatoes and sausage. That was all very good and filling and hearty, and still not too bad on calories, so we'll see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll do my midweek weigh-in, but that's top secret. That's just for me to give me some idea. And talk to you tomorrow. So, who do we blame? We blame me. I bought some nuts, and I ate some nuts, and ate some nuts, and ate some nuts, and ate some nuts. And before I realized it, I'd probably eaten about 600 calories of nuts, maybe even a little more. But a little bit more than a cup of nuts, which is, getting close to 500, 600 calories. Call it 600. We did celebrate my daughter's birthday. It's not her birthday. It will be soon, but we celebrated it today. And we have a family tradition that the birthday person gets to choose the menu. And so she chose sushi. So we had some sushi. And I don't know, again, I have no idea how to calculate what it was for sushi. It's got rice, it's got fish, it's got vegetables, it's got some sauce. 500. All right, so now we're at 1,200. But then, he says ominously, we had ice cream because she didn't want cake, she wanted ice cream. So happy birthday to you, have some ice cream. Which I'm just going to call it 600. So what are we at? We're at 1,800. Might as well call it 2,000. So a bad day, but not a terrible day, I guess. Shouldn't have eaten all those nuts. Shouldn't have had the ice cream. But like I said, a bad day, but not a terrible day. Also, today I had online, virtual Zoom meeting kind of consultation with the psychiatrist, which is a mandatory thing prior to getting approval for gastric surgery. She determined that I was in fact sane and sane enough to have the surgery. So that then goes on to the doctor who I went and started this whole thing with. Is going to wind up, I guess, next up is it bounced to the insurance. The insurance says yes or no for the surgery. Then I get an appointment with a surgeon to consult and then set up when the surgery occurs. Still not 100% certain I'm going to get the surgery. I know it's probably the best choice. I know there are positives and negatives, and I do need to really lose the weight. And I guess the main thing is, how much can I lose without the surgery? And will that be enough? And can I keep myself on track without having the surgery as an extra assistance? It's Thursday. I had a fancy coffee at a coffee place, but I got the sugar-free kind, but I'm still going to estimate 150 calories because, sugar-free doesn't necessarily mean calorie-free. I had some toast, about 350, some nuts, again about 300, and then finished up with pasta. I made some chicken broccoli fettuccine alfredo. Now I've got it down for 700. It could be more. Cream sauces tend to be a bit more than like a lighter tomato sauce. So that all comes to 1,500. So not too bad a day. Tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday's the weigh-in. So I think this week has been a mixed bag. We'll find out on Friday, and we'll find out on Saturday. It's Friday, the last day before the weigh-in. Just coffee for breakfast. For lunch, I decided to have a protein bar, 200 calories. And for dinner, I had a very big green salad, lettuce, tomato, sweet pepper, and a lighter dressing this time. Even though it was a fairly big salad, it might have only been 200 calories because it was mostly lettuce. And the dressing was, like I said, not very many calories. I also had a pork chop, I had to look that one up, about 500 calories. So that only comes to 900 calories. But because of the salad being so full, such a big, amount of lettuce and veggies and fiber, I'm feeling actually pretty complete from that. So we shall see tomorrow how we're doing. And let me know about this new format. I think might be boring. I mean, it's interesting, it's important for me, but I also don't want to bore you. So we'll find a happy medium, I guess. Good morning. Wow, I look different, don't I, with this haircut? Anyway, let's just start with the important part of the Saturday morning video, which is, of course, coffee. So, did my wake up, did my morning ablutions, teeth, hair, shave. Had a significant movement, probably brought on by the large amount of vegetables in my salad, and took my weight. And I was very surprised because I haven't been especially good this week, and the results were so much so that I'm actually wondering if I got the weight wrong last week. Now, I know it was a game last week. There's no way it wasn't a game. But this morning, and I made sure, I stood there and tried to get it to stabilize as much as I could, and it stabilized at 462, which is really good, because it means I gained 4 and then lost 6. So back on track. Anyway, so the haircut, a bit too short, but that's fine. Hair grows. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, but other people have noticed it too. So when my hair was short before, but when my hairline was a little more forward, if I brushed my hair in too much of a side part, I frankly looked like Hitler, which is not a person you want to look like. And then at one point, because I was getting really gray, and I dyed, my wife at the time dyed my hair black, and it should have been dark brown. But with the black hair, the black mustache, the bushy eyebrows, and just the facial structure, I looked like Stalin. And other people agreed. So it's not like now maybe it's a suggestion thing. We say, don't I look like Stalin? And then, of course, people automatically start thinking about Stalin. But yeah, I don't know if it's a psychological thing or not. Anyway, the week going forwards is, do you want me to continue this format is an important question. I thought of 2 options, or actually kind of 3 options. Option 1 is I just continue with this format with the daily food diary, and then occasional news if it comes up in a Saturday final weigh-in. The other option is to simply go completely back to the old format, which was basically a Wednesday update and a Saturday weigh-in. And the other option would be to do 2 videos weekly, which would be, one would be strictly the food diet, and the other one would be the format of the Wednesday and Saturday. I'm kind of leaning towards continuing this, but I'm worried that it's boring for you. I'm hoping that I am still entertaining. I mean, in the end, yes, it's about the weight loss journey. In the end, it's about communicating, though. And if you're not entertained and you tune out, and you don't find it entertaining and you don't find it supportive because you're not watching it, then that's a failure. So yes, I'm not going to be the haha funny fat man, let's all tune in and laugh at him. But I also don't want to be the one that nobody watches because it's boring, because we've built a community, and I'd like to keep that community. I'd like to keep that community engaged. So what do you think I could do to be better, or do you think I'm doing fine now in terms of providing content that you like? Again, as always, dislike, whatever. Share with anybody you think would find this helpful or even entertaining. And subscribe if you have not subscribed. All it does is it sort of helps me keep track of that I am in fact reaching people. I'm still, I believe, under 300 people. I'm never going to make it to whatever the magic numbers are. I'm not trying to make it to the magic numbers. This is about me helping myself to lose weight, and hopefully sort of accidentally or incidentally, I guess, helping others. And thank you so much for tuning in this week.